So that's the reason we're doing this. I do not do this by myself by any means. I have other coordinators that are with me, and I want them each to say hi. 4 of them are the women of Motherlode, and the other 2 are my pals, Renee and Linda. So, Renee, you want to start by saying hi?
I'd love to. Hi, everyone. I am imagining us all in that little wonderful room with a fireplace, and each of you performers today, I appreciate your music or your words, your poems so much. It's such a joy to be here and be able to listen to you all and just be here in community. So thank you and welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Renee. Okay, Linda.
Hey everybody, here I am in my rented hospital bed, and I want to thank Ellen for taking over as the MC, because I'm on pretty good pain drugs, and who knows what I would say if I were the MC. But I'm almost 2 weeks out from complete knee replacement, and this is the highlight of my 2 weeks, is seeing all of you and getting to hear tunes and just hang out with you. So I'm very happy to be here. This is what we do. This is what we love. And I'm glad you're all here. So let's do the show.
Okay, we're going to keep going. Okay, coordinators, Janet, you want to say hi?
Yes, I want to say hi, and I am so happy to see everybody, and people from like Hawaii, and people from Colorado, and people from Oregon, and people from even from Washington came. Whoa. And I'm sure there's other, like Idaho, I don't know, there's less, but anyway, I'm so happy to see you all. What?
California.
Yeah. It's just, I love this time. I love this camp, and I love this time. So thank you all for showing up.
Yeah. Hey, Nan, your turn.
Yeah, we have a saying in Motherlode. Yeah, what Janet said. It is really great to see your faces, and it is wonderful to come together. I've kind of gotten used to these Zoom things. You know, it's our second choice, but hey, it really is wonderful to see you all. And thanks for coming. These are always wonderful. It's wonderful to be together, to hear songs, to hear poems, to see the faces we know and love. We can pretend it's camp, or we can pretend like Quince and we're in San Francisco. She's in Linda's living room, but we can pretend with these little boxes. So anyway, it really is great to see all of you. Thanks for coming.
Okay. Hey, Kat.
Yeah, we have another saying in Motherlode, which is what Nan said. It is great to see everybody, and some folks that I haven't seen for a long time, and other folks that I've seen recently. So this is great. And you know, Nan said this isn't our first choice doing Zoom, but there's a lot of things about Zoom that are great that I think we all realize. Like, you don't have to care. It's not a scratch and sniff. You didn't have to take a shower. We could do a lot of things before the show because we didn't have to drive for a long time or look for parking. And so I'm happy about all those things. Happy to see you all. Looking forward to the show.
Good. Marie, do you want to just say a little coordinator hi?
Okay, here's my coordinator hi. Welcome to everybody. I'm so glad that this didn't happen 25 years ago when there was no Zoom, because then we would have just been longing for each other. So here we are, Zooming away together.
Good, thank you. Okay, my granddaughter Penelope, her favorite word is cozy. Every time she sees us or she sees me, she goes, let's get cozy. And I hear myself saying that every night when I go to bed, like, let's get cozy. And that's how I feel about this right now. Let's get cozy, relax, and we're starting the show. So our first performer is Mickey Smith. And Mickey's been, hi Mickey. Mickey's been a participant in our camp. And I read, Mickey, I went on your Facebook and I read that 3 things that I really liked reading. One, you like puzzles. But more than that, you're an artist and you like music above everything. So thanks for being our very first person performing. Let's welcome Mickey.
Tell her to unmute herself.
Mickey, unmute yourself. Mickey.
Hi, you guys. Man, I haven't seen some of you for so long. Really good to see your faces. hopefully I'll get to come see you soon. I got a special ed gig going on now, so employment. Mwah. Anyway, this is my quarantine song. It's called It's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. with the dog again. The swallows are waking the sky. Dawn's fingers turn the first to white, promising peach by and by. The dog's keeping his schedule, watering the plants, surprising a mouse on the sly. It's 3 a.m. with my best friend, watching the world come alive. It's hard to stay at home right now. So many people I miss. I'd love to see their beautiful smiles. Give them a hug kiss. Something small has turned the world on its ear, and everything's starting anew. At 3 a.m. I'm wondering, what can we do? No one knows how long it will last, when a cure will arrive. Little kindness goes a long, long way. Common sense will keep us alive. The forest, ocean, mountains, and sea, right where they've always been. They'll soothe your soul and ease your heart. They'll keep you whole, my friend. So it's 3 a.m. with the dog again. On my ankles, he's falling asleep. Normally this doesn't bother me much, but just now I can't feel my feet. The sky is getting lighter now. The birdies are starting to peep. So at 3 a.m. with my best friend, I think we'll just go back to sleep. It's 3 a.m.
Thanks, Nikki. I think we each could write a song about being awake at 3 a.m. It seems that,
It's not the dog, it's something else.
yeah, that's a good time.
Oh God, it's good to see your faces.
Yeah, thanks for going first. Our next performer is a teacher at camp, and she drives all the way to camp. She gets out of her car, and she is always willing to just start a jam immediately. She's an artist, a singer, a songwriter, and she is a good person on this earth. Such a good person. So, Laura Silverstein, it's your turn.
Okay. Hi. I'm gonna take my headphones off. So I just want to say how much I miss Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I got to see everybody. All right. Hi. I miss everybody so much. And as you might imagine, my guitar gives me a lot of solace during these times and helps me process what's going on. And I just, I've been thinking about how much I look forward to the hugs I get from all of you guys twice a year. Once or twice a year, I get all these wonderful hugs. And I just miss you. And I miss being able to be close to you. So anyway, I wrote a little waltz called Missing You. So that's what I'm going to play.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Laura, we miss you too. Yeah, we miss you too. Uh, our next person is also a teacher, and she's another singer-songwriter, and now she's a poet, and she just got published with an article she wrote about the fires. She's a dear sister and has one of the biggest hearts of any of us. And Collie, it's your turn.
Thanks, Al. Hi, everybody. And that was gorgeous, Laura. I miss being right next to you hearing that song. But this was still pretty. And Mickey, nice start. Thanks for starting us out. This is a song I wrote when Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. I know all of us are so impacted, really, every day of our lives by the work that that wonderful woman did. So this is a song for her. It's called RBG. And it has a chorus. You're more than welcome to sing along. You're muted, so it doesn't matter really what you sing. Just go ahead and join in. There's something I want to tell you, something I need to make clear. Even though you've left this world, I'm hoping that you can still hear. Okay, here's the sing-along part. No, we won't let justice die. No, we won't let justice die. RBG's gone, but we will fight on. No, we won't let justice die. Try that. We won't let justice die. No, we won't let justice die. RBG's gone, but we will fight on. No, we won't let justice die. And all through your life, you always spoke truth to lies. Persevering throughout, there never was a doubt. The voice for freedom was alive. You've left this life and moved on, but your legacy is never gone. Young women here are very clear. Your spirit will be with us all along. Ready? No, we won't let justice die. No, we won't let justice die. RBG's gone, but we will fight on. No, we won't let justice die. As the election is drawing near, oh, how we wish that you were still here. But we will cast our votes for every truth you wrote. The choice for democracy is clear. The battle rages, but more feminists will take your place. No matter who they try to push through, the power of your words can never be erased. Oh, we won't let justice die. No, we won't let justice die. RBG's gone, but we will fight on. No, we won't let justice die. No, we won't let justice die. No, we won't let justice die. RBG's gone, but we will fight on. No, we won't let justice die. No, we won't. I think she's still with us. I think she was that little fly.
Yeah, and that's a great song. The other thing you should know about Nan is her granddaughters are constantly in front of the Supreme Court and in DC picketing and singing, and they're just young and they're learning how to protest already. And that's one of the places they've been.
Thanks. Yeah, we're proud of them.
Well, the next person, we all got to meet her, I think it was last year at North Camp. And She came with her seeing eye dog, Abby, and she added this huge spirit to our camp, this attitude of I'm here to give to you and to enjoy this weekend. And she was just a bubble of energy. And we're so excited that you're going to sing something for us. So welcome, Nancy Stevens.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Awesome. It's working. Okay. Well, I'm going to do two things because I couldn't decide what to play. And I promised Janet I wouldn't go over my 5 minutes. So first I'm going to play A Shokin Farewell, and I'm using Strum Machine, which is a really cool app.
Nancy,
yeah.
Can I interrupt you just for a second? We can't see you, and that's okay.
I can't see you either. What a cool thing.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. We got it.
All right. And then next. Are we still connected?
Yes, we are. We're here.
Awesome. Okay, this song is called Did Beethoven Do the Dishes by Riley and Maloney. And now we've all had lots of time to play music, which I'm loving. So here we go. One afternoon in sunny June, as I stood at the sink and I started to think, as I scrubbed away at the dirty plates and listened to music on the phonograph, I thought of a question I've often asked. Did Beethoven do the dishes? Did Mozart sweep the floor? Did all those great musicians have to do their chores? Can't help but think of all the songs I could sing if I just didn't have to clean the house. I'm sure I'd be on top of those Billboard charts if my cat had not just killed a mouse. I've got these great ideas, but I've also got a block. If I don't do my laundry, I will soon run out of socks. I'll bet that Johann Sebastian Bach never had to worry about clean socks. I'll bet that Peter Tchaikovsky never took the garbage out. I'll bet that Verdi rarely raked the leaves, even when his wife said please. Oh, pretty please. Do-do-do. Now this line isn't true, but my driver's license did expire just 2 weeks ago. I'll bet that that never occurred to Michelangelo. I'll bet that Madame Curie never had to serve on a jury. Joseph Haydn hid from taking care of the kids. Mozart was poor, but you can be sure he never had to babysit. And this is it. That's all she writ. She didn't have time for more of it. Thank you, everybody. Sorry for the...
Yay! Yay, Nancy!
Yay, Nancy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Those were both fun songs. Good. Well, the next two people I want to introduce have also been campers, and they've also been teachers. And when I first saw them, they were in a steel drum band in Eugene. So anyways, I was at their house, and I got to see their house, which looks like a music store. They have every instrument you can imagine, and they can play them all. They're also in different singing groups, and when they come to camp, they are just a bundle of energy. We love having them, and so I hope you guys are ready, Debbie and Kerri, since I skipped Janet and came to you guys. You're on.
Hi. We want to include our third singer, Barb. Barb,
Barb Ewing is here.
Can you wave, Barb? There we go.
Also, because we are trying to keep our distance from each other, Deb and I live together, but Barb is our third member and she doesn't live with us. We sent in a video that Marie's going to play because we couldn't figure out a way logistically to make it happen live. So
we did this outside, and you'll notice that Barb is a little distant from us.
And it doesn't mean that we don't love her. That's why she is distant, because we do love her.
But before you play this, our hearts are so full right now just to look at all of you. And it's so delightful. And this is an uplifting time for us. It's after this time is over and before, sometimes I find myself very heavy-hearted and worried. And so the song we chose is If a Song Could Be President
by Over the Rhine.
Just imagine if a song could be the president instead of other options. We knew it was going to rain today. Otherwise, we would be doing this outside today. But we did this 3 days ago before it rained. So.
But if you want to skip us, if it's not loading, that's fine.
If it's not loading, that's fine too. But think, one of the verses that means a lot to me is, if a song could be president, we could all add another verse. Life would teach us to rehearse. You know, you just think about, if a song could be president, we'd all have a melody and our foreign policy would be built on harmony. There are some really nice lyrics in this song, so.
If a song could be president, we'd hum on election day. The gospel choir would start to sway, and we'd all have a fun today. The first lady would free her lips, pull a microphone to her lips, break our hearts with rhythm. We fought for a melody, pass it around on an MP3. All our best foreign policy would be built on harmony. If a song could be president, we'd fly a jukebox to the moon. All our founding fathers 45, like in Hopkins and Patsy Cline. If the song could be president. If a song could be president, we could all add another verse. Life would teach us to to Canada. And he would be ambassador. World leaders would listen to her. They would show us where our country went wrong. From their guitars in the White House gone. John Frank from the FBI. All the criminals would laugh and cry if a song could be president. Tom Waits for Secretary of State. Mr. Bob Dylan would go ahead and take a seat on the Supreme Court.
Thanks, you guys. That was great. I love it. If a song could be president, I also think if anybody else could be president, I don't care, a dog, a robot, anybody else can be president. And the song's a good choice. Thank you.
Barb finally figured out how to unmute, so maybe she wants to say something real quickly. I'm not sure. Barb?
Do you want to say something?
I just want to say hi, and I'm glad I learned how to unmute. And we really enjoyed working on that song. It's a favorite of ours, and it was fun to share it, even though we couldn't be with you in person to do it. So
great.
Thanks for putting this on, you guys. It's great.
Okay. Thanks, you three.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Our next. I love the theme, and I love what you're saying, what you're talking about. Of course, it would come from both of you. Okay. Our next person is really, she's the founder of these camps many, many years ago. Janet Peterson had this idea and it came to be, and look what's happened now. Hundreds and hundreds of women and people have been touched by our camps. Janet works in camps all year long. We happened to see her last weekend and we asked her, what does it feel like to be in the middle of COVID and not to have any camps to direct? And she said that it felt really different for her. She liked the relaxation a little bit, but she was busy communicating with everybody in camp. She missed everybody. So Janet, we thank you for your energy and your idea, and you're on.
Hi all, thanks. It's good to see you all. That's one of the biggest things that I miss this in this time of COVID, is that I can't come and see all of my friends. I've been thinking a lot about our planet and what a wonderful world that we live in. I mean, every single place is unique and is wonderful. The Norwegians, I believe it's the Norwegians, they have a wonderful word. It's called a friluftsliv. And friluftsliv means open air living. And when you read the National Geographic article about it, they were talking about this one little girl that by the time she was 5 years old, she had spent over 300 days and nights living outside with her father. And this is in a place that's pretty cold and pretty dark in the wintertime. So one of the other sayings that they have is there is no such thing as bad weather, there is only bad clothing. So I would like to encourage all of you to spend as much time as you possibly can outside. I know that a number of these people that I'm looking at, I know that you actually sleep outside in the summertime, which is really great. And if that just means opening up your front door and taking a look out your front door, that's great, because that's the beautiful world that we live in. If it means just opening up a window, that's great. Just open up the window. And if you can't even open up a window, that's okay too, because you've got the computers, you know, and you can always find some great place in this world that you can go to. So anyway, this song that I'm going to sing was written by Kerri Wardrop. And I guess it's it's kind of a lullaby, and I think of it also as a tribute to just our beautiful world out there. Can you hear the guitar okay? Can you kind of hear me talking? All right. I'm imagining a bird sitting just out of reach on a delicate branch in the old Douglas fir. It sings a little tune. All you have to do is listen. There is just the rising moon and its lilting lullaby, singing for you, singing for you, a sweet melody to carry you through. I'm imagining a pillow cradling your weary head on a soft and feathery bed out underneath the open sky. It whispers in your dreams. All you have to do is listen. There is just the moon, the lullaby, and the dream. Singing for you, singing for you, a sweet little rhyme to carry you through. And oh, there's more than melody, more than rhyming words. The song is all around you, waiting to be heard. I'm imagining a star on a fence post in the garden. It was fashioned out of clay by your own two hands long ago. In it burns a candle, warm and steady through the night. There is just the moon, the lullaby, the dream, and the light. Singing for you, singing for you, a sweet little tune to carry you through. Singing for you, singing for you, a sweet little tune to carry you through. Thank you so much. Remember, go outside.
Thank you, Janet and Kerri. That was so fun hearing you sing together, you guys. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Thank you. The next person I get to introduce is another member of Motherlode, and she's a singer and songwriter. And Kathleen sings writes some of the funniest songs that I've ever heard, and she also writes some of the most tender, deep songs that I've ever heard. And Kathleen is just a blessing in all of our lives, and especially in my life.
Thanks, Al. You see that I'm sharing the stage with Al. I was thinking, there's still a chicken in slot, right? There is still a chicken in slot. And I was thinking, for anybody that's a little bit chicken to chicken in, the neat thing about Zoom is like when you forget a lyric, you just go, and people think your Zoom froze. It really works. Janet, that song, oh my God, Kerri, you guys are too much. This is a little different than that. I wrote this one this morning, and I only had time to workshop it with my bubble, which is mostly me in my studio. And so just thinking about politics. On a warm autumn evening in an empty hall in Utah, I watched as Pence and Harris warmed up at the debate. They took turns avoiding answering the questions. Boredom overtook me and I began to fade. I was watching Kamala, and she was on fire, but Mike seemed kind of smelly. Maybe he was dead. My little wings started fluttering. Pretty soon I started flying. Suddenly I landed right there on his big white head, and I said, Mike, you gotta know that you're lying. No, you're not even trying. You're just talking over the women, giving me a sense of dread. You never count your votes. While there's a protest on your head, there'll be time enough for counting from your prison bed. Well, every fly knows that the secret to surviving is knowing not to move too much, knowing how to blend in. As I sat there on his white cabeza, I thought he might be a racist, but he never even noticed me. He was Trump's polite twin. I said, Mike, you gotta know that you're lying. No, you're not even trying. You're just talking over the women, giving me a sense of dread. You never count your votes. While there's a protest on your head, there'll be time enough for counting from your prison bed. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back towards the plexiglass, nodded to Kamala, and he faded back to sleep. So I planted my little blue Biden sign right there above his cranium. May as well use the real estate, even though it doesn't go too deep. And you gotta know that you're lying. No, you're not even trying. You're just talking over women, giving me a sense of dread. You never count your votes. While there's a protest on your head, there'll be time enough for counting from your prison bed. Thank you, thank you. We're not muted, El.
Okay. See what I mean? Kathleen writes from the point of view of a fly. Oh my God, that debate. Oh, hell. Whew. Thanks, Kath.
Thanks, El.
Good. Our next performer was a teacher quite a few years ago. We were so excited to have her. She was teaching bass, and she also is a beautiful fabric artist. So, Rebecca, I'm so glad you're here. It's your turn.
Hooray, thank you. Is my setup working? You can't hear me, eh? You're all muted.
No, Rebecca, we can hear you. We can't.
You can.
We can't. Oh, now we can see you. Okay, it's perfect.
Marvelous. Thank you. So here's a song that I wrote, I started writing, I should say, in Laura Silverstein's dropped D class at Motherlode Camp 4 or 5 years ago. And I have a habit of writing things I can't play yet, so it takes me a really long time to finish them. And this was sort of hanging out in that pile. And 3 years ago at PSGW, I said something about it, and Marie said, play it for me. So, thank you, midwives. Here's a song. It's my Camp Crush song. Huckleberry moon through the dappled pines sends the sweetest longing up my spine. You fan the fire with a breath so strong, willing summer to linger on. Temptation Temptation sings the sirens too. Be still, my friend, and blame it on the moon. Your burning fingers ache and twitch to scratch that sweet forbidden itch. But hold on tight and don't let go of the love you have at home. Temptation sings the sirens too. Be still, my friend, and blame it on the moon. You have a love that warms your winter night, snuggled up by firelight. You watch the falling snow, and in your heart of hearts you know you would never risk the loss of this by reaching for my moonstruck kiss. But will is pulled by wax and wane when moonlight floods the primrose lane. My heart is tugged, your head is turned, our aching bodies glow and yearn. Temptation sings the sirens too. Take my hand, we'll blame it on the moon.
Thank you, Rebecca. It's so
Thank
beautiful.
you.
It's so beautiful. You're sitting outside.
I am.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Hey, thanks for being back with us at camp. That's really
Oh,
great.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Good. Thanks. Our next performer is also a singer-songwriter. She's a member of Motherlode team. She's really active in Bellingham and her community with palliative care. We call her our dean. We love her.
So one of the things that has grounded me in the last months is a wonderful early morning writing group that I'm part of, that Kate Grace started in April, right when we were all felt like we were just flying off in thousands of directions at once. And every morning she called us into our creative selves. And there's a small group of us that have kept that going when Kate needed to move on to other creative work of her own. And I've been so grateful to them. So this song started from one of those little early morning writes, and the holding on to what is gone was the prompt for that morning. And this is the song that showed up. Whoops, and I better tune because I put new strings on. Sorry. Not too bad for new strings. Okay. All right, so this is called Holding On to What Is Gone. Looking out toward the horizon in the fading evening light, I find myself remembering as birds circle and take flight, still holding on to what is gone,
strings and strands of memory bind your heart to mine. Days and years of loving down a crooked winding line, still holding on to what is gone, holding on. You're away but not forgotten in my dreams from dusk till dawn. Your voice echoes through my daytimes, holding on to what is gone. And I wonder where you're traveling, what paths your feet have found, if your journey's still unwinding, or if you're homeward bound, still holding on to what is gone, holding on. And as darkness falls around me, I say a silent prayer that I might open up the door to find you standing there, still holding on to what is gone, holding on, still holding on to what is gone, holding on.
Wow, Marie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, this is kind of, this Zoom concert is an example of holding on to something that is gone. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Everybody back? I think so. Okay. Hi, everybody who joined us new. We were so excited during the break we went through and we counted people. And we have a big bet going on with the Motherload team of how many people are here today.
So far, I think my vote of 2,875 probably won.
Yeah, I think so. I think Kath's winning. Okay, we're going to start right in, and we're going to start with the next performer. And this performer first came to camp in 1983. That's pretty amazing. And she's a singer-songwriter. She's a civil rights activist. She's written her own book about Washington's songs and lore. So I'd like to introduce Linda Allen. Thank you so much, Linda, for being here today.
Thank you. It's really, I am just loving this. Thank you for organizing it. It's been a big season for me right now. I produced a program, well, most of you know, it's 100 years since women, not all women, but many women in the US got the vote. And it's also 75 years this week since I was born. And the way those things come together is that we are so shaped by these women who've gone before, and writing about women's history has always been a big theme in my writing. So it had all come together with a program called Here's to the Women, which I was touring. And then when COVID hit, of course, like all of us, all that touring stopped. So I did create, with the help of a lot of other folks, a video of that program. So it's a 53-minute program. I can't show you the whole thing, but I will show you the 3-minute trailer. So that's what I have to share today. And thank you for the invitation and for letting me be part of this. It's just really fun. Now we're hoping this is all going to work just fine now. So we're clicking on share. And then it's supposed to start now. And okay, I think I've got the right button here. Y'all see it and hear it? Hi, I'm Linda Allen,
And some of you may already know that I have a passion for women's history. You may also know that I have a passion for writing songs about women whose stories may have been overlooked. I've been touring a program called Here's to the Women now for over a decade, and this is the year I booked presentations from Seneca Falls to Washington State to commemorate our history and to remember our responsibility to these courageous women and to vote. But then, of course, everything changed. So I decided to make a video version, which now includes even more images, but retains the feel of a live performance.
Bubble and squeak, beat, pickle, chow, chow, serve it up for women's rights. 1848 for the Seneca Falls Women's Rights Convention, an unprecedented gathering of women raising. Never forget the first time I saw her, she and her daughter just outside. It led to the women picketers being imprisoned. If you had seen Annette riding on her white horse, if you had seen Annette so beautiful.
So here are pictures, stories, and songs to help us remember that our right to vote was hard won and is always in danger of being lost. As our country reels from the many ways our vote is being suppressed, we remember the suffragists' call for eternal vigilance. We remember, too, the silencing of women's stories. We remember their work in and out of the home. We remember the necessity for working class and middle class women to be allies. And we remember who did and who did not get the vote in 1920. I hope you get a chance to watch Here's to the Women, individually or as part of a group. There's more information about this and a host of suffrage resources on my website. If you are not able to access this performance for any reason, email me. No one will be denied. It's way too important to remember our history. Thanks so much for watching.
Okay.
So Linda, you need to unshare your screen now.
Okay, I'm looking as soon as I figure out how.
Up at the top.
Up at the top. Yes, I see.
There we go.
Okay.
Well done.
Thanks so much for letting me share that.
Thank you, Linda. That was great to see. That was pretty amazing. Very unique. Thanks for being part of it. Our next performer is also a teacher, and she's from Seattle. And when I think about her, I think these three things. She's an artist, she's creative, and she has a big heart. And her presence at our camp creates laughter, creates tears, and complete joy. So Nova, thank you so much for being here once again. You are on, Nova.
All right, I think I'm on now. Let's see, I want to look at everybody, so let me quickly do this. Gallery, excellent. Okay, so 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. I would like to say that that was fantastic. I've often thought that every politician should have a ukulele and have to sing everything they have to say, and how great that would be. Wow, this is really wonderful to be here. Every person has something that is resonating with me, and I'm sure all of you. The way I've sort of gotten through this time so far is by connecting, like now. Playing music, not as much and with people as I would love, but any music is good. Like Marie, writing. I have a morning writing practice, which is timed 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and 2 minutes. And if I do it every day, it gets me set in the right direction. And gardening, and then just basically creating. Here's a recent creation. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to do, 3:59 left. I'm going to do a tiny bit of music, and then I'm going to read today's writing. So I'll set up the feeling. Let's see. When you're not around, 3 minutes. Week after week slips by. The calendar pages flutter, turn over, rip away from their flimsy spine and fly off into the past. The pain of loneliness permeates every windowsill, every dreaded view, within and without. The stories in all the books have turned away, no longer wanting to share their joys or even their sorrows. The clouds that used to float enticingly, morphing into happy mystical creatures, now invade the cupboards with dark gray. Okay, next one. A sunshine smile, 3 minutes. Let's see. A sunshine smile. Here she comes. That gal with the smile of sunshine. Flowers turning and nodding their happy faces in her direction as she passes. She herself turning and nodding in return. Eyes lit up with the beauty of it all. And not just the beauty, but with the intelligence, the mischievousness, the happy happenstance of any of it at all actually being. The joy of this moment, walking towards a friend with nothing but friendship in her heart and a grin towards the future. All right, one more. How many bottles? There are millions of them. Why aren't houses built of them? Surely some are. Ask your neighbors, save the bottles. We'll build a house of glass together, and none of us shall throw stones. We'll meet there to share a meal, a song, a few hours of watching the sunset and stars through 1,000 round windows. Love you guys.
Love you, Nova. Thank you. Yeah, let's build that house of bottles, huh? Wow, that's great. Okay. The women of Motherlode, they're each doing two songs or writing. So Kathleen's pointing to something, but I was wrong. Okay, Nan, you're up. I already said everything good about you I can think of.
Thanks.
Love you, sister.
Love you too. I've been a part of the group that Marie was talking about that Kate started, and actually it was March. It was her gift to all of us in these COVID days, you know, to give us that opportunity. And every single day she came with a prompt and a poem and timed us for 20 minutes. And it's just been a beautiful thing, and we've continued it. And I was going to try and I was going to read a funny one, a lighter one, but you know, these days haven't been all that light. And the times haven't been all that light, so I changed my mind. This is called Your Throat Filled with the Silt of It. That was our prompt. Your throat filled with the silt of it. 1. I have loved trees forever. From the tree in a neighbor's yard, where as a little one I leaned against friendly bark and looked at books while the red setter leaned against me. To the tree in our own front yard, the one with the great resting spot we called the bird's nest, when we raced up the tree to see who could get there first. The Y between two branches, where we suddenly became birds ourselves, hatched like the baby blue-egged robins born there each spring. We looked out over everything from up there, up above the earth below. That tree held us safe and sound. And ever since then, I have felt at home, in and under the arms of a tree. 2. And the fires raging through the forest, not far from my ever heart home in the woods. They raced way too close to Kath and Elle's farm and all the beauties they have saved from chainsaws. These fires are taking my breath away, a grief for the losses, filling my throat with the silt of it. Newsreels of flaming red skies and trees burning up like haunting, horrific sparklers. Smoke filling the air with the ash of their burned up bodies. My heart aches at the losses. I wear a mask inside our home and sit by the air purifier all day, sucking air and buying more inhalers, hoping the breath of medication somehow eases the inflammation, the flames finding their way into my lungs, burning despair in there, making me sit still and ponder the losses. 3. Thank you, Judy Fiel, once again for the Mighty Tree song. I have sung it in clear cuts. I have sung it to the trees of home. I have sung it to the ones surrendering on my own land, that the trees left standing might grow and thrive, thanking them for their giveaways, their tall brothers and sisters, grateful for their sacrifice. I have sung it with strangers turned friends at Pilgrim Firs after the surrounding forest was taken, the song soothing us all, the singers and the spirits of the ones no longer standing, listening still, letting the words land on the new growth, the next generation of sprouting hope. I must believe in that as the bowl and I sing to the ones now taken in the fires, the ones struggling to stay. The air is filled with the smoke of their passing, and now it is also filled with the song of their great gifts, an honoring, a remembering, a cherishing every tree that ever held a child, a bird, a song.
Yeah. Wow, Nan. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Nan, you're our tree. You are our tree, definitely. Thank you. Whew. One business item I'm going to interrupt because I saw a text to me, which is Carla. Yes, you can chicken in. We'll just wait a few more spots and then we'll introduce you. Okay, Carla. So thanks for writing that. Our next performer is also a teacher. She rolls up and she needs a lot of help because she has so many ukes that need to be unloaded. Because one, not only is she selling ukes, but she's also donating a beautiful uke to our raffle. And Marianne Brogan is the founder of the Portland Uke Association. And Kath and I were reading about her, and Kath, in her own words, said this: we call her Brogan. Everybody calls her Brogan. She said, Brogan's such a fabulous teacher. Oh, and she's such a great person too. And so, Brogan, you're on. Thank you for being part of our performers today.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see everyone, and I really miss camp a lot. I don't really know how to talk to people anymore, so I'm just gonna play something I've been working on for a year and a half or so. It's a piece by Daniel Ho, and the title of it is Hawaiian Hana Malia, which it means quietly. And here I go. Let me see. Let me do a little sound check. Sound okay? Okay, I'll take care of that. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Brogan, that was beautiful. Wow. Thank you very, very much.
Miss everyone.
I know. Yeah. Next performer. I'm so excited that she's here to perform and to be with us. Kerri has written many songs. She plays she plays the bass, she plays the saxophone, she plays the guitar, and many other instruments. Her daughter, Devin, is one of the people who bought the log home next to Kath and I. She was part of that story that I told before, and we got to see them last weekend. So, Kerri, thank you so much for being part of this concert today. I can't wait to hear what you're going to do.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here and see everybody. It's really great, really great. I thought I would do a song that I wrote. I think it's been like 10 years. It's kind of an older song, but I was thinking about, I originally wrote this song for some friends who were going through a pretty tough time, and I was the way they got through difficult things and did it with, they're very tenacious and steadfast, but also very graceful about the whole thing. And I just have been finding myself kind of calling on that spirit during these difficult times of we're gonna get through this, everybody. we gotta be tenacious, but there's also some softer edges of some grace that are around us, and this event being one of them, I think, where we can all relax a bit and enjoy each other. But I also think, so this song is called Dancing on the Ocean, and I, Janet had a great phrase earlier this summer of, we are all in this together. We are all in the same storm, but we're all in different boats. We're not all in the same boat. And I've been kind of enjoying thinking about all of us in our little boats and all afloat. So anyway, this is Dancing on the Ocean.
It's an ocean, it's wide and it's deep. We are sailing, maybe we're just dancing cheek to cheek. Waves are rolling, sometimes blue, sometimes gray. My knees are weak, we've pulled up anchor out here dancing cheek to cheek, and it spreads out farther than any eye can see. I've lost sight of land, but I don't care. We're right here dancing on the ocean. It's a winter sky, it's wide and it's cold. We are sailing, maybe we're just dancing close and slow. Stars are shining, silent, bright and bold. We're making wishes out here dancing close and slow, and it spreads out farther than any eye can see. I've lost sight of land, but I don't care. We're right here dancing on the ocean.
Smith plays a beautiful banjo break. There, Laura.
chart our course, but the tide will decide where to carry us. So let it roll, let it roll. It's an ocean, it's wide and it's deep. We are sailing. Maybe we're just dancing cheek to cheek.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you,
Keep on
Kerri.
sailing. Keep on sailing.
Yeah, really. Thank you. Okay. We have, let's see, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. We have 6 more performers. So, Kathleen, it's your turn.
Oh, Kerri, that was so beautiful. It's really great to hear you sing. You're such a good writer too. I'm wondering how everybody is after the fire, and I'm hoping that everybody's doing okay. It was a pretty unprecedented time for us here in Oregon, even though you folks in California have faced this for a while. And I know Ellen and I have said we will never think about fires the same way now that we've actually experienced it. The fire came very close to our house, and we evacuated even though we were zone 2, but you could see the flames from our back porch, so it was smoky and seemed like it was time to go. And we are very fortunate to be back in our house, and it's all clean, and some of our friends felt sorry for us and helped us clean it. And the sad thing is it probably wasn't dirt from the smoke and ash. It was probably dirt from our house from not being cleaned for many years. But anyhow, here we are. I started, this is a song I wrote when we were evacuated and staying at our friend Tina's house. And I was just thinking, how many different ways does the universe need to tell us the same message? So this is called Voice of the Fire. Is it all just smoke and ash, dust filling the sky, hiding the sun? Could we find our path again, stop these cruel attacks, and then finally lay down our guns and hear the voice of the fire as it burns across the land? Make a choice, begin to feel, begin to heal, and take a stand. We know the sins of our fathers have not been washed away. We watch our children, spirits worn thin, try to make sense of today. They are the voice of the fire as it burns across the land. Make a choice, begin to feel, begin to heal, and take a stand. Earth Mother is calling. I can't breathe, oh, I cannot breathe, oh, come back to me. What is this virus that divides us, hides inside us, now gone wild? Can't explain it, cannot contain message unreconciled, and still the voice of the fire calls across the land. Make a choice, begin to feel, begin to heal, and take a stand. Is it all just smoke and ash, dust filling the sky, hiding the sun? Thank you. You're
okay. You know, one of the pieces of the background to that song that I think was pretty stunning was that we were watching the news once we were evacuated, and we were sitting there with our friend Tina, and it was just getting sadder and sadder, and the loss and the fires, and all of a sudden Kathleen just walked by us with her guitar and went into a back bedroom, and she was there for a long time, and when she came out, she had written part of that song, and we were like amazed. And then the next day she disappeared again and completed the song. And I don't know about you, but that is a deep song. It just pulls it all together. So thank you.
It pays to have your wife be the MC. You guys can ask for that.
Okay, let's keep going. Woo! The next performer is from Olympia, and we were graced by her presence at the North Camp, and she's full of kindness, and she was so supportive and tried different things, and I remember she encouraged me to do something, so I'd like to introduce Lee Miller. You're on, Lee.
I'm realizing how much I miss live music. It's just so good to hear you all. So I'm not a songwriter, but I did write this today. Thinking of you all, looking forward to this. We live in these so strange COVID times. I have sat with my coffee over 200 mornings, wondering, what can I do in safety today? And how crazy can the president get? The first months of lockdown, I kept a journal with the daily haiku and the numbers of newly infected. I am blessed with what works: a refrigerator, a roof, hot water. There are no more evenings of live jazz at a lively bar, no visits to the county jail or the hospital, no music I can bring to a nursing home. My credit card is billed for used poetry books, new fonts, and contributions to Democrats. The cat is happy to sprawl in my lap. I have not seen my dining room table. There are piles of mail, newspapers, magazines to be passed on or recycled. We connect now carefully. We meet by Zoom or with friends, one at a time, with masks. I tidy my back porch, sweep away the cat fur and dead leaves, and make a space for a friend to sit outside, somewhat distanced. We share a pint of beer in jelly glasses and feel like outlaws. And the best days end with what I can create myself, with the most blessed survival tools. Maybe a ukulele, maybe a harmonica.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Yeah, that writing says it all, doesn't it? That said it all. Wow. Carla, I should have given you notice, but I didn't. But it's chicken in time. Are you ready? Carla?
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where are you, Carla?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm in
Okay,
my
there you go.
house. I know it's surprising. Thank you, everyone, for this. I'm like just at once moved by everything that I've been hearing and just being present with everyone, and also sad for missing all the pieces we've been missing, and also just grateful that I have had and do have so much, that I have that level of emotion of sadness over it. So if I were at camp, I would have asked a musician to back me up. I'm not, so I'm a cappella here. I've thought a lot about how it's easy to think that, oh my gosh, we are so beleaguered. And yet if you look back historically, every generation has had something. And this is a song I wrote a long while ago now, but I've been singing it a lot to myself, so I'll sing it to you. I'm just a quick sound check. Just newlywed, their whole lives ahead. Good, thank you. Okay. Just newlywed, their whole lives ahead. The country marched to war. He had to enlist, both hearts did insist, patriotic to the core. Daily posts offered love and encouragement, hoping the fears to diffuse. The quilt her mom stitched for their wedding bed held her close as she got the news. So she and her son moved back to where she'd begun, her family, her source. Although raising a boy in truth, her longing, her joy, she resolved to join the workforce. How it tore at her heart to believe in him. Nights often bouts of tearful guilt. She didn't know he felt like she was holding him when his grandma'd wrap him in that quilt. Grandma's quilt saw 3 generations maneuver through the mazes of life, step by step, sprinting or stumbling. They made it through. I know I can too, wrapped up in Grandma's quilt. Just newlywed, their whole lives ahead, an old but precious gift. Although faded and worn, neither tattered nor torn, a careful stitch addressing any rift. Destined for their youngest in a time of need, should her courage of faith ever wilt. I can feel generations encircle me when I wrap myself in Grandma's quilt. Grandma's quilt, sing for generations, maneuver through the mazes of life, step by step, sprinting or stumbling. They made it through, I know I can too, wrapped up in Grandma's quilt. They made it through, I know I can too, wrapped up in Grandma's quilt. Thank you.
Thank you, Carla. That was great. Thanks for chickening in.
Beautiful.
That was really beautiful. So we have 3 more performers. Hi, Claudia. Nice to see you. Marie, you're on.
Okie doke. So because those strings are new, I'm going to tune again just to make sure things are good. So the other, I think one of the things I miss the most in this time is the chance to sing with other people. And it just, this little taste today, it's so great to hear you and I, even if I just am watching your mouths move in the background, I know people are singing together in their hearts. So yay for doing this. The other thing that has kept me kind of going is that I belong to a couple of songwriting groups, including one that Kerri is in. It's just so, and Kathleen, it's so fun to get together and swap our songs. And this is a song I wrote in gratitude for that kind of creative work and for that all the years of camp we've done together and the ways we've tried to live inside our creative spaces and what that can do. So this is called Surround Yourself. When you're losing your momentum and you just can't find the thread, if you've lost all forward motion, can't imagine what's ahead, surround yourself with dreamers and doers, singers and dancers, bringing songs and a smile. Surround yourself with poets and writers, believers and lovers will stay for a while. If all your days are canceled and you hide behind a mask, when even getting out of bed seems such a daunting task, surround yourself with dreamers and doers, singers and dancers, bringing songs and a smile. Surround yourself with poets and writers, believers and lovers will stay for a while. If your sleep is filled with nightmares, your days frightened and confused, when the future is unraveling, all plans and dreams refused, surround yourself with dreamers and doers, singers and dancers, bringing songs and a smile. Surround yourself with poets and writers, believers and lovers will stay for a while. When every day is blur's day and time just seems to drift, connecting with creation is an anchor and a gift. So surround yourself with dreamers and doers, singers and dancers, bringing songs and a smile. Surround yourself with poets
poets and writers, believers and lovers will stay for a while. Believers and lovers will stay for a while.
Thank you, Marie.
You bet. Thank you.
Yeah. Our next performer flies up to us from San Francisco. She's our bass teacher. She's our Beatles song leader. She brings this openness. You get to know her so fast, and she just makes you feel welcome at your own camp. And everyone has a skill that she finds, and she brings it out. It's so fun to have Amy with us. So Amy, thank you. Wherever you are, you're on.
Oh boy, what a day, you guys. Surround yourself, Marie, I love that. Surround yourself with all these amazing women, yes. So this is what I've been working on this week. I've known this song for probably since I was in high school, and this one line has been in my brain. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? And, you know, I used to sing it and think it was just about progress and things like that. But, you know, the wisdom of Joni Mitchell, right now it has a little bit of a different meaning, thinking about loss and this weird time that we're in right now. And as many of you have said, you know, playing music with other people is what kind of feeds us. And while this is a wonderful thing, and Zoom concerts are great, bringing community together, and thank Motherlode for doing this, you do miss that spontaneity of being in the moment and improvising. And as you bass players out there know, when you're a bass player, you are usually the one playing with other people and supporting other people. So when I was thinking about this song, I really wanted to work on it, and I thought, I got to try it on this. So here we go. You can hear that, right? Pave paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pave paradise, put up a parking lot. Took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pave paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, put away the DDT now. I don't mind spots on my apples, but leave me the birds and the bees, please. Late last night I heard that screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pave paradise, put up a parking lot. Well, they pave paradise, paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got? Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone?
Thanks, Amy. We look forward to the time you're flying up here again and you'll be with us. Thank you.
That's great.
So before I introduce Janet, who's going to tie the concert together and sing the last song, I just wanted to share something I was thinking about, which is that there are a lot of unknowns, and I think that brings on a lot of anxiety because we don't know what's going to happen next. And every time we think we do know what's going to happen next, something even worse happens. And I was thinking, well, what is a known, since we are so afraid of unknowns? And one of the knowns I believe we have is this. We have music. Music brings hope. We have this community that we believe in, and we've been doing it over 30 plus years. So I think when we're feeling like, what do we have that's known? Let's just remember this. So that is my little social work sermon for the day. So Janet, it's all yours.
Actually, before Janet begins, I just want to say that this is Marie, that after Janet's done, we're going to let you all unmute and chat with each other for a few minutes before the concert ends. So there will be a chance for you to gather after Janet shares this wonderful song with us.
It will be a great cacophony, is what it'll be. So in 1983 was the very first Northwest Women's Music Celebration, held at Brighton Bush, and I hear Brighton Bush really got beaten with the fires. And in 1983, this song was written, and I think Mother Lode has been singing this song at the end of all of our concerts, at the end of all of our camps, ever since 1983. And I'm thinking that maybe all of y'all, we should all go down to Washington, D.C., and we should probably sing this song like in the Senate and stuff, like over and over and over again. So please, if you know the song, sing along. If you don't know the song, just sing vowels. It's called Everything Possible by Fred Small. We have cleared off the table, leftovers saved, washed the dishes and put them away. I've told you a story and tucked you in tight at the end of your knockabout day. As the moon sets its sails to carry you to sleep over the midnight sea, I will sing you a song no one sang to me. May it keep you good company. You can be anybody you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country where your heart leads, and know I will love you still. You can live by yourself, you can gather friends around, you can choose one special one, and the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're done. Well, you get the point. That was the break. There are girls who grow up strong and bold. There are boys quiet and kind. Some race on ahead, some follow behind. Some go in their own way and time. Some women love women, some men love men, some raise children, some never do. You can dream all the day, never reaching the end of everything possible for you. Don't be rattled by names, by taunts, by games, but seek out spirits true. If you give your friends the best part of yourself, they'll give the same back to you. You can be anybody you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country where your heart leads, and know I will love you still. You can live by yourself, you can gather friends around, you can choose one special one, and the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're done. Yes, the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're done. Thanks. I just want to say I love you guys, all of y'all.
Thanks for coming. Thank you.
We love you too.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
You are all welcome to unmute and chat with each other however you want to.
Thank you all. Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful.
Thank you,
Thank
Nancy.
you so much.
That was
Miss
great.
you all.
Really fun.
Good to see all your faces.
Great to see everybody.
Did I finally get my video working?
You did, Nancy.
Just a
See
little
you.
timing off.
Sparky says thank you to everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you from Colorado. It was wonderful.
Glad you were here. Yay.
Thank you to everyone. It was what we needed today.
Yeah.
It was really wonderful, and I found it very, very cozy.
Be a way to access the recording.
Yeah, I'll when I get the link down, absolutely. We'll post it on the Motherload website where you can find it.
Hello, Nancy.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, all.
Hello, my buddy.
Heather. Hi.
Thank you for a
Tyler.
beautiful evening.
Yeah,
So
great
great.
to be there.
Coming. Abby's still with me, and she said hi to that doggy that's barking.
Coming, everybody.
Sorry, that was mine. Well, be well. Take care, everybody.
Yes, take care.
Best concert ever. Thank
Great
you.
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, very fun.
Oh, Gail. Hi, Gail.
Oh,
to you
what a music camp. Oh,
We have a good music camp.
thank
that's
you,
right.
Motherload.
On the last half, but it was like
Samhain today? Oh no, Samhain's coming up.
Kisses to all.
See, I brought my key.
Is everybody comfortable in their cabin?
Not really.
No, not enough company.
Were the bathrooms clean?
Where's enough toilet paper? And
I could use some.
Okay, was the food okay? Did you? Go
I could use some clean sheets.
I want to know. Did you go swimming?
Those new mattresses are
Did your
amazing.
blankets be torn? May your breezes blow
warm.
May your treasures be what you find.
Everyone sing.
Oh! Make me crazy.
Marie, can you post Linda's contact information so we can get a copy of her 50-minute presentation on the website?
Well, I don't have it right here, so I will make sure that it goes out to the group of you that got the invitation to this concert.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marie.
Thank you,
Marie.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna have one hell of a reunion when we get.
We are going to have one hell of a reunion.
Party.
It's going
It's
to be
going to
a
be
big
the
party.
biggest camp ever.
Gail, so fun to
Get
see
a
your
camp that's
face.
double the size because we're all gonna want to come next time.
One smile and suddenly nobody. No, you'll never be lonely with you. No.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God.
Presents. Hey, Shelley.
Your cats have transformed.
I know. Well, they have other pastimes.
They are so talented.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
That's funny.
Good to see all of you.
To
Does
see you
Linda
too.
vote on this call today?
Yes.
Yeah, from her hospital bed in her living room.
Sign up.
We can.
So
Bye, you guys.
we have another minute or two to say hello and goodbye, and then I'm going to end the concert. Thank you for the song, Rebecca. Good to see
So
your face,
long,
Debbie.
farewell. Auf Wiedersehen.
Adieu.
Adieu, adieu.
I hate to say goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Dolores.
Goodbye.
Okay, here comes the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7,
That's Rita.
6,
Glad to be looking.
5,
I see you, Nancy.
Hey, Rita.
4,
So good to see your face. I know.
3, 2,
How do you do that?
1.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna go goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.